Hey there! It's me, Mario! No, I'm Andrea, but I love Super Mario because I'm Italian and I love also pizza and pepperoni and pasta and cafe and so on. But today we will try to take the one lens challenge into the landscape photography. You have maybe heard that the most famous photographers, street photographers, use a single focal length. There are those who prefer 35mm, 50mm, 85, and so on. This practice becomes so common that they turn into a real exercise, even in workshops and during photography courses. It's a simply matter of taking a camera with a single lens and shoot all day long with this limitation. A few days ago I decided to try this challenge and to take it into landscape photography, and I went to the Martignano lake near Rome, a small volcanic lake near Rome, and I choose the Fujifilm 35 1.4, a bright, versatile lens, perfect for details, perfect for portraits. Perfect! The lens I use less. Exactly! But I decided to put myself to the test and get out of my patterns. As soon as I arrived to the lake, I noticed a Cotaderia plants along the shore, a sort of pampas grass, I think. And I thought that I could have used these plants to create a definitely intriguing composition. The idea is more or less the same of a picture I took during photo walk I held during the month of photography 3 months ago in Rome. Camera facing down, a plant in the foreground, and a line that guides the eye towards the horizon. Very well, if I had a 10 to 24. But with the 35, with the 35, it could not have been done. With the 35, it could not have been done.
Sorry about that.
So, forced to get out of my patterns, I spent a good half hour to try to make it work. Finally, I moved towards the shore of the lake and I took this picture. However, I did put the Cotaderia plants in the lake, but if I had not been forced to change my plans, I would not have included the trees in the background that were putting the first leaves. Spring coming. I would have missed a good story, like a fabulous ice cream without cream. The one lens challenge is a bit stressful, physically and mentally. Physically because you have to move, you have to zoom with your feet. And mentally because you have to take that picture with that damn single lens. At the start, it's a bit frustrating, I can guarantee it. Around the lake of Martignano there is an excellent view of the surrounding hills and of the lake of Bracciano. When I was walking, I found an interesting composition, and the first thing I thought was, now, with my 50 to 140 and no. So the first pic I took is this, but as you can see is not very interesting. So I had to get close, and in the end I take a second image that look more interesting. We usually choose focal length, a specific focal length, to include or exclude annoying or important things in our pictures, such as the smashed gate in the first image of Bracciano Lake. We agree that, although there is a big difference between the first and the second picture of Bracciano Lake, they are not portfolio photos. The point here is not to bring out magnificent photos. The point is to understand if and how I can bring out the picture I had in my mind even with the 35mm, and be able to adapt to situations are sort of a problem solving. When I was there, I also took some photos that went beyond landscape photography. Despite having set my mind and vision on landscape, 35 brought me to see other interesting subjects. I took some pictures of Helena, my girlfriend, and of a pedal boat abandoned a few meters from the shore. Wow! That's amazing! This exercise will help you to train your eye and your vision. And perhaps, even more important, it will accustom you to being satisfied. To content oneself is maybe the most beautiful verb, because it means that you enjoy what you have. And that's it. In the end, One Lens Challenge is a really very powerful exercise. Then we have to sell all our gear and use only one lens for everything, forever and ever, and in the space, and the truth is in the middle. So maybe you know that I deal also with sports photography. For me, it's really difficult and risky to do a job only with one lens, and I have to say, if I fail, probably I'll not be paid, and this not sounds good at all. On the other hand, if I had a job without engagement, it would be a great chance to put myself to the test. Even those famous wedding photographers that pose to use only fixed focal length lenses usually use 3, 4, 5 fixed focal length lenses mounted on the same number of cameras. At that point, apart from the greater brightness of fixed focal length, I no longer see an advantage. It becomes just a quirk. Come on, damn wedding photographers! I hate wedding photographers. It's not too clear. Poor wedding photographers. Be aware that one of my favorite photographers is a wedding photographer, Kevin Mullins. And with that joke, we arrive at the end of this video. Thank you for following it. And if you like this video, I would immensely grateful if you sign up to this channel, to my channel. For you, it's a small gesture, but for me, it's very important. The release date of the next episode is on the cover of my channel here on YouTube. But until the next episode, arrivederci. I'm Mario. I'm Mario.